Welcome to Casual Video. This is the third chapter of Travel Around the World in 80 Days novel. If you watch more interesting videos, subscribe to the Casual Video YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page named Funto Videos. Thank you very much. Now let's start. Fix soon rejoined Passepartout, who was lounging and looking about on the quay, as if he did not feel that he at least was obliged not to see anything. Fix asked, "Well, my friend, is your passport visaed?" Passepartout responded, "Ah, it's you, is it, monsieur?" "Thanks, yes, the passport is all right," Fix continued. "And you are looking about you?" Passepartout replied, "Yes, but we travel so fast that I seem to be journeying in a dream. So this is Suez?" Fix confirmed, "Yes." Passepartout asked, "In Egypt?" Fix replied, "Certainly in Egypt." Passepartout continued, "And in Africa?" Fix confirmed, "In Africa." Passepartout exclaimed, "In Africa? Just think, monsieur, I had no idea that we should go farther than Paris. And all that I saw of Paris was between 20 minutes past 7 and 20 minutes before 9 in the morning, between the Northern and the Lyon stations, through the windows of a car, and in a driving rain. How I regret not having seen once more Père Lachaise and the circus in the Champs-Élysées," Fix asked. "You are in a great hurry then?" Passepartout replied, "I am not, but my master is. By the way, I must buy some shoes and shirts. We came away without trunks, only with a carpet bag." Fix offered, "I will show you an excellent shop for getting what you want." Passepartout responded, "Really, monsieur? You are very kind." And they walked off together, Passepartout chatting volubly as they went along. Passepartout reminded, "Above all, don't let me lose the steamer." Fix reassured, "You have plenty of time, it's only 12 o'clock. Passepartout was surprised. 12? Why, it's only 8 minutes before 10. Fix clarified, "Your watch is slow." Passepartout exclaimed, "My watch? A family watch, monsieur, which has come down from my great-grandfather. It doesn't vary 5 minutes in the year, it's a perfect chronometer, look you," Fix explained. "I see how it is. You have kept London time, which is 2 hours behind that of Suez. You ought to regulate your watch at noon in each country." Passepartout stated, "I regulate my watch? Never," Fix warned. "Well then, it will not agree with the sun." Passepartout defiantly said, "So much the worse for the sun, monsieur. The sun will be wrong then." And the worthy fellow returned the watch to its fob with a defiant gesture. After a few minutes' silence, Fix resumed. "You left London hastily then?" Passepartout replied, "I rather think so. Last Friday at 8 o'clock in the evening, Monsieur Fogg came home from his club, and 3/4 of an hour afterwards we were off." Fix asked, "But where is your master going?" Passepartout answered, "Always straight ahead. He is going round the world." Fix was surprised. "Round the world?" Passepartout confirmed, "Yes, and in 80 days. He says it is on a wager, but between us I don't believe a word of it. That wouldn't be common sense. There's something else in the wind." Fix speculated, "Ah, Mr. Fogg is a character, is he?" Passepartout agreed, "I should say he was." Fix inquired, "Is he rich?" Passepartout confirmed, "No doubt, for he is carrying an enormous sum in brand new banknotes with him, and he doesn't spare the money on the way either. He has offered a large reward to the engineer of the Mongolia if he gets us to Bombay well in advance of time." Fix asked, "And you have known your master a long time?" Passepartout replied, "Why no, I entered his service the very day we left London." Narrator. The effect of these replies upon the already suspicious and excited detective may be imagined. The hasty departure from London soon after the robbery, the large sum carried by Mr. Fogg, his eagerness to reach distant countries, the pretext of an eccentric and foolhardy bet, all confirmed Fix in his theory. He continued to pump poor Passepartout, and learned that he really knew little or nothing of his master, who lived a solitary existence in London, was said to be rich, though no one knew whence came his riches, and was mysterious and impenetrable in his affairs and habits. Fix felt sure that Phileas Fogg would not land at Suez but was really going on to Bombay. Passepartout asked, "Is Bombay far from here?" Fix confirmed, "Pretty far. It is a 10 days voyage by sea." Passepartout inquired, "And in what country is Bombay?" Fix replied, "India." Passepartout asked, "In Asia?" Fix confirmed, "Certainly." Passepartout exclaimed, "The deuce! I was going to tell you, there's one thing that worries me." "My burner," Fix asked. "What burner?" Passepartout explained, "My gas burner, which I forgot to turn off, and which is at this moment burning, at my expense. I have calculated, monsieur, that I lose 2 shillings every 24 hours, exactly 6 pence more than I earn, and you will understand that the longer our journey." Narrator. Did Fix pay any attention to Passepartout's trouble about the gas? It is not probable. He was not listening, but was cogitating a project. Passepartout and he had now reached the shop, where Fix left his companion to make his purchases, after recommending him not to miss the steamer, and hurried back to the consulate. Now that he was fully convinced, Fix had quite recovered his equanimity. Fix began his conversation with the consul, stating, "Consul, I have no longer any doubt I have spotted my man. He passes himself off as an odd stick who is going round the world in 80 days. The consul responded, "Then he's a sharp fellow and counts on returning to London after putting the police of the two continents off his track." Fix replied confidently, "We'll see about that." The consul, still skeptical, asked, "But are you not mistaken?" Fix assured him, "I am not mistaken." The consul questioned, why was this robber so anxious to prove by the visa that he had passed through Suez? Fix, puzzled, said, "Why? I have no idea, but listen to me." He then reported in a few words the most important parts of his conversation with Passepartout. The consul concluded, "In short, appearances are wholly against this man, and what are you going to do?" Fix outlined his plan: send a dispatch to London for a warrant of arrest to be dispatched instantly to Bombay, take passage on board the Mongolia, follow my rogue to India, and there, on English ground, arrest him politely, with my warrant in my hand, and my hand on his shoulder. Having uttered these words with a cool, careless air, the detective took leave of the consul, and repaired to the telegraph office, whence he sent the dispatch which we have seen to the London police office. A quarter of an hour later found Fix, with a small bag in his hand, proceeding on board the Mongolia, and ere many moments longer, the notable steamer rode out at full steam upon the waters of the Red Sea. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye and see you in the next video with an interesting topic.